Hello from Tennessee. Got the monster on right now. I'm finally going to finish up my series on watch community, getting involved in the watch community. I'm going to do the 301 series, and then I'm going to just put this to rest. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna just recap from the first three episodes I did very quickly, and then straighten out my hat and move forward. So I talked about just subscribing to channels, watching channels, obviously, in YouTube, observing, reading comments, getting a feel, a context of what's going on in those channels. And turn on notifications and, just watch stuff. As you proceed through, you can kind of get overwhelmed sometimes with this stuff. So managing your notifications properly is good. Subbing to more channels, there's always stuff kind of coming up in the algorithms that shows you different things to watch. I'm constantly seeing new things that are piquing my interest. And, start commenting on channels and, staying positive, on them too as well. And then as you continue to proceed through, find live streams, get involved with live streams. Make sure that you're bookmarking so you know when they're coming up. Participate in those live streams so that you can get to know the creators a little bit better. Now finally I'm going to wrap up with the 301 series, and then, like I said, just put this to rest because I'm kind of feeling it's labored a little bit. I'm hoping you guys are finding it helpful, but at the same token, it's time for me to move on to something else after this. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, so the 301 series, I've got three major points that I'm going to talk about. The first one is, if you haven't to this point been posting on Instagram, I'd recommend posting on Instagram. I know people have mixed feelings about Instagram. I personally, for watches, I just really feel that it's super, super well suited for watches. And you can actually link, you can link well, I link my YouTube channel within the Instagram account too to try to get a little cross traffic. Again, I don't think I get anything major, but I think I picked up a few subs from doing that. Second thing is throw some support to somebody through Patreon or multiple people. I think there's a lot of folks out there that do great content. When you find your tribe, so to speak, or you find those people that you connect with, especially if it's around a content creator, throw some support that way in terms of monetary. A lot of times these are not very expensive things. I would say $5 to $10 is going to have you covered for stuff to be able to do that. For the most part, if not exclusively, folks that do Patreon and put out great content, it's a hobby. It's a part-time job hobby, so to speak, for them. And there's lots of other things going on within their lives. I think some try to go full-time. I think that's a tough road to plow. But at the same token, I think that it's a good thing for folks to try to do that. And us, if we're getting value from this, look at your budget and you can carve something out. I think I made it clear very on in one of my earlier videos that I just gave up Netflix and just moved some money over to support Random Rob, as most of you guys know. But you can find ways to carve out $5 to $10 a month if I think that's an easy thing to do, especially if you're getting value from this. And then lastly, start a channel, start a YouTube channel. I think, let me say it this way, I have no illusions that my channel here is going to grow by any means dramatically. My video content's not spectacular. I may eventually invest in a couple things. I don't do watch reviews. Those tend to draw more views and stuff. I will be adding some watch reviews, but I am really doing this for me and my engagement in the community. I mean some great folks through my channel too as well. that are just continuing to comment. I love their perspective. It's just a great way to build the community and enjoy the hobby, especially if you're not buying watches or if you're not in that buy purchase mode. Because let's face it, we don't all have money to be buying watches all the time. So the starting of the YouTube channel for me has been great. It's been a great distraction through the challenges of this year. And it's a great way to communicate and get engaged. And I just continue to meet awesome people within this community. So give it a try. Put yourself out there. If nothing else, if you're the only one watching it, you're documenting your journey. You've got something to go back on. You've got something to reflect upon. Especially if you are really into this hobby, and you guys know who you are if that's the case. So that's it. I'm going to wrap up this series on getting involved in the watch community. And I'll end on this note, which I always end on, but if you're going to get into a watch community, number one, stay positive. Number two, make friends and enjoy the journey. I'll talk to y'all guys soon. Bye-bye.